Okay, it's time to go live this evening. And I am so happy to be here with all of you and let you know, excuse me, and tell you a little bit about what's going on. We're all struggling. I know you're struggling out there to make ends meet. And maybe you're like me, you're retired. I'm 58 years young. Excuse me, 58 years young, but I'm struggling financially right now. I retired and thought I had everything figured out, but things didn't work out as planned. Life changes; it throws you these curveballs every now and then, and we have to change with that. When that happens, we got to go. We got to regroup. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm sure you've been there too, or you're there right now. Hopefully, you're out there watching this live YouTube because you're struggling and you want to know how to make that second income. And you've been praying and praying, and you're going, okay, Jesus, show me the way. I'm out here, I'm searching, I'm praying, and I've got to have a second income. And this is serious. And He knows how serious it is, or He knows you wouldn't be praying for it. So don't be afraid to ask. Ask Him for everything. He wants you to. And that's what I did. I said, hey, I'm needing this second income. I don't want to go back to the 9 to 5 because I'll feel like I'm going backwards. And who wants to go backwards after you retire? But I didn't know I was going to need this second income, but I do. So I got online and I started searching online for ways to make additional money because I knew if I found it on the internet, then I could still have flexibility. I could still have flexible hours, be my own boss, work from home, and I could decide what hours I wanted to work during the day. I mean, sometimes we're not a morning person, so we don't have to be stuck to that. Oh, I've got to get up at 7, I got to be worked by 8, and yada yada, do it all someone else's way. We could do it our own way. So that's why I got on the internet and said I wanted to be able to work from home, work at my own pace, and make that additional income. I just didn't know how it was going to happen. And that's when I found a program that showed me digital marketing. And I thought, okay, digital marketing is what they're doing out there to make that second income. You watch those YouTube videos and you see people out there and they're talking about how much money they're making doing this and that. Well, that's what they're doing, digital marketing. And I thought, well, hey, I'm 58 years young and I can learn anything. So let me find the program that's going to teach me how to do digital marketing. And that's what I did. I started praying about that. I pray about everything, y'all. I mean, Jesus, He hears me all the time. I'm praying for everything because I know if He's there supporting me, then I can do whatever needs to get done. So I prayed for help on finding a training, and I found it. And when I found it, I knew that it was the one. He told me to cast your net. And when He said that, I didn't second guess Him. You can't second guess Jesus because sometimes what He wants for us is not what we're thinking we want to do, especially when it came to digital marketing and using social media. I thought, really? Is this what you want me to do? But I mean, in my head, when He told me to cast my net, I knew it was. So I jumped all in. I don't second guess Him. I was like, okay, if this is what you want me to do, this is what I'm going to do. But after, you start, you're going, are you sure this is what you want me to do? Because I wasn't into social media. I didn't have any social media background. I never got on Facebook when it came out. All of my friends were saying, come on, Jenifer, get on there. Let's go. We can all talk and keep up with what each other's doing. Well, that just wasn't me. I was like, that's not me, y'all. I don't want to have to keep up with it and everything and do that and kind of poke into everybody's home business, family business and everything. And so I was like, I stayed away from it. Well, then when this digital marketing came up and They were like, okay, this is what they're doing out there. They're using social media to make this additional income. And I'm like, okay, well, if that's what they're doing, then I'm going to learn how to do it, because the sky is the limit. I mean, I have a degree in business, and I didn't have to use my degree because I went into HR and personnel in my career when I retired. I wanted to do something else. And so this is something else for sure. And it's okay to want to do something else. So I was like, okay, I'm willing to learn it. And the program that I found said, that it was beginner friendly. It was beginner friendly. And I thought, well, that's good, because I don't know anything about social media. I didn't know anything about social media. So it was like, okay, it's beginner friendly. You don't have to, no tech skills needed. Okay. So I was like, no tech skills needed. I'm like, well, okay, that's great. Number 2 is great. And then it says you can be your own boss. And I'm like, whoa, that's wonderful. That way I don't have to listen to anybody else tell me what to do, especially the younger ones coming in and taking all of our jobs when we're in our 50s. And then they come in thinking they know everything, and they don't. And they're telling us what to do. So that's kind of why I decided at 57, when I could retire, go ahead and retire, even though I knew I needed to do something else. I'm going to go ahead and retire. It's got to be a better way. And this is the better way. So I can be my own boss, and I can work from home. Okay. I can still work from home, and I can have flexible hours. So, and I thought, well, that's great. I don't have to be limited to 9 to 5. I don't have to be limited to working, starting my day at 8 in the morning if I'm just not feeling it that day. If I want to come in later on in the afternoon, because I feel like that's when I'm rejuvenated and everything, then I can work in the afternoon. I can work at night if I'm a night owl. Or if I am a morning person, I can do it in the morning, get it done, and move on, and still have time to volunteer, go to church during the week if I want to, which I was enjoying doing since I've been retired. So I thought, well, I mean, Jesus has his point. This is going to be great. I can still feel retired and make that second income and everything. So I want to, talk to you about that. I don't want you to think that Jesus is not there to help you. He's always there to help us. And it may not be what you're thinking. So you may be finding my videos on my YouTube channel, or you may be out there, and you're looking and searching for ways to make that second income, and you've come across mine, and you're going, oh, I like that. That sounds interesting and everything. But no, that's not it. Well, if you're finding it and you're praying, then this is the answer to your prayers. Sometimes, the Lord has a great personality and everything, and he knows what your personality is. And he's like, no, you're going to be great at this. And that's what he's telling me. You're going to be great at this. And this is what you need to do. Because I can be myself. I can be myself. And that's the beauty of it. And I can talk about him too. And I can say that I have faith. Excuse me. That I have faith, that I love the Lord, and that I need a second income. And it's okay to say that. We got to be real. We're humans. We got to be real. And we have needs. And if we need more income, or we want it because we want more time with our family, we want to help our spouse, or we want to help our friends, we want to help other people. This is the beauty of this system and everything, that when we're earning our income, we're helping others earn income as well. The digital marketing space on the internet is grand. There's 5 billion people on the internet. 5 billion. And if you can get out there and learn to put the processes in place step by step from this training, which is wonderful, and you get support from a community of people that we're all like-minded. We all are looking for the same things. And I know you may be thinking, oh girl, there's too many people doing it. Well, there's not too many people doing it. When you think 5 billion people, not everybody's doing it. And I mean, really, realistically, okay, I'm telling you, you're my friend, and I'm talking to you right now. And you think about this. Think about colleges, okay? Colleges, universities, schools, whatever they're teaching the same thing every year, year after year after year. And why are they doing that? Because people are born every day. People are born every day. And when they get to the college age and they want to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, a teacher, whatever it is, a fashion designer, whatever it is, they're going to have to go to a school to learn it. Right? Right. Okay, well, that's the same thing learning digital marketing. Okay? If you want to learn digital marketing and you want to be successful at it, then you're going to need a training. And that's what I'm doing. Okay? And the beauty about this training is that I can learn the training and learn what's out there, and then I can choose what aspects of the internet I want to be in while I'm learning. And I can earn income while I'm learning. And I mean, you go to college, you can't do that. You're taking those courses, and then you get to your next year, you're a freshman, and then you're a sophomore, and then you're a junior, and then you're a senior. You get out, and then you're hoping like heck that you can make the money. And your parents are too, because they paid for it. Well, mine didn't. I put my own self through school, but that's another story. Anyway, what I'm saying is that through this digital marketing training, you can actually invest in yourself and you can learn and earn at the same time. Okay. And this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is a true business. And you learn different ways to make income, and what they call them income streams. Okay. And once you start implementing, so there's some criteria to know whether or not this is the dynamic, and this is the type of job for you. And that is, one, you have to be coachable. Okay. You've got to be coachable, meaning that you have to listen to those that are out there training us. And matter of fact, they're brilliant. They're nice. They want to help us. I just put a video on Instagram, a little reel on Instagram today. I was in the house of the founder last week. Today's Monday, the 8th. On the 5th and the 6th and the 4th, 5th, and 6th, there was a live event at the founder's house. And I went from Texas to Kansas to go to that training, and it was wonderful. I mean, we're in the house of the founders of this program. And they're hospitable, they're lovely, and they want us to succeed. So that's the beauty of this. Everybody that gets into this business, in this community, we all help each other. It's wonderful. I mean, we're helping each other. We want each other to succeed. So if you're sitting at home and you're lonesome because you're retired and maybe you're a widow or you're a single person and you don't even have a lot of people to talk to, and that's one thing I love about it, because that was me. And now I've met people from Canada, from London, from everywhere around in all the United States, Washington, Illinois, I mean, Houston, you name it, Oregon, Canada, and we're all talking to each other, and we become friends, and we talk to each other even when we're not doing this. That's the beauty of it. So if you're sitting there at home, you've been searching for a way to make that second income and you need it, you can have it. But come on, you can't just sit there and think it's just going to happen. You have to take action. You have to cast your net. You have to be coachable, is one thing. You've got to be ready to learn new skills because you're going to have to learn new skills. All right. You're going to have to learn how to make content like I'm doing right now, putting this live video out on YouTube. You're going to have to learn how to make content, and you're going to have to be consistent in putting it out there. Consistent. Okay. So you have to be coachable. You're going to learn new skills. You're going to make content like this video. You're going to make reels. You're going to make videos. You're going to, whatever it is. And you're going to have to be consistent, meaning you're going to have to put something out there every week. And if you choose how many times you want it out there, but you're going to keep doing it. And the more you do it, the better you're going to get. This is only my third live. So y'all, be patient with me, but I'm glad you're out there and I'm glad you're here listening. And if you got questions, just shoot me a question in the comments and I'll help you with any questions that you have. But the basic thing is that you've got to take action. I mean, come on. If you have social media and you've been doing Facebook and you've been doing TikTok, and really, I mean, TikTok isn't just for the teens anymore. There's business aspects that TikTok's out there, and it's a great source of income out there on TikTok. And your videos don't have to be, I mean, they can be 7 seconds to 30 seconds. I mean, I can't even say hello, y'all, in 7 seconds. So TikTok is fast. But if you're not a talker or you're introverted and you don't even want to get your face out there, well, then there's things called faceless. You don't even have to push your face out there. I mean, and you learn how to do faceless. I mean, I didn't really, I never even liked my picture taken, to be honest with you, but I'm like going, there's got to be other people like me out there. So, and I like to talk, obviously. So here I am on YouTube because it's one of those educational, talkative platforms. But if you, like I said, if you know Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, anything like that, you're ahead of me. I didn't know any of them. But if you have one of those platforms and you've been using it and you've got followers, why wouldn't you want to make money through that? So through this program, you're going to learn how to make money through that instead of just, putting yourself out there and just socializing with your friends. And the beauty of this program is you're not going to have to call people. Okay. If you've done any of those other things out there, like I've done, like network marketing, multi-level marketing, selling, Avon, Mary Kay, you name it. If you've done any of that, this is a lot easier because you don't have to harp on your friends and family to come into your business. I mean, and that's the beauty of this as well. All you got to do is get out there, make content, teach people what you're doing. And as you're teaching them, they're making money and you're making money. We're all out there and you can use your passion. You can use your passion to make additional income. And you wonder, well, Jenifer, what does that mean? Like, how in the world can I use my passion? What if my passion is, cooking? Well, and you're not a chef. Well, that's okay. You don't have to be a chef. If you love to cook and you get people saying, man, I wish you'd open a restaurant or something. Well, just think of this. You don't even have to open a restaurant to make money in digital marketing on your cooking. And you go, well, how is that possible? I don't have to have a restaurant to make money on my cooking. You don't. Have you been out there online and you've seen these videos where people are showing you what they're making? They're called reels or they're called videos. And they're just showing you step by step how to make some bread with 3 ingredients. Well, that's what they're doing. And they're making money doing that. You can put a video, you can be in your kitchen, you can set you up this little video, your phone to do a video while you're making the best biscuits known to mankind. And you put that out there and people will come flock to that because who doesn't want a good biscuit? If you're Southern, you're from Texas or the South, we love a good biscuit. And so you can make money doing that. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I mean, what if you could? You could sit there and go, okay, well, this week I'm going to make, today I'm going to make biscuits. The day after tomorrow, I'm going to show you how to make the best darn pancakes you've ever eaten. And you put pancakes out there. I mean, and here you've got income coming in doing something that you love. You love doing it. And now you're making money. I mean, if you can bring in an extra $500 a month making some biscuits videos or some pancake videos or whatever it is you're passionate about, is better than not doing it. Sitting at home and going, I'm on the struggle bus. I'm so struggling, and Jesus, come on, help me, Jesus, and Jesus is going, well, I've showed you this video Jenifer's making. I mean, I've showed you her videos on YouTube, and she talks about me and how I answered her prayers, and I'm trying to answer yours through Jenifer's videos, show you if she can do it, you can do it. And you're going, well, I don't know. Well, you don't want to second guess Jesus because he knows better than we do. That's why I didn't second guess him. I was like, okay, you tell me to cast my net out there and do this digital marketing, I'm going to do it. Because I mean, I want to do what he wants me to do, and I'm going to, and if I can get out there and do it and make this income and talk about him and love him and support his journey for me, then that's what I want to do. So I just want to talk to you tonight about that, and I wanted to let you know that you're not here by accident. There are no accidents. This isn't coincidental that you run into my video tonight. I didn't even know I was going to do it live. I kind of winging it. And to be honest with you, I didn't practice. This is my third one. And you'll probably be able to tell I didn't practice. And it's okay, because what the part about the training is, they tell us, just put it out there. You're going to get better. Every one I put out, if I get 1% better, 1%, just 1% each time I put out a video, then after I have 100 videos out there, I'll be 100% better. And I'm thinking, well, okay, if that's all I got to do, then that's what I'm going to do. So this is only my third live. Now I have about 30, maybe 31 or 32 videos out there. So I got a ways to go to get to my 100% there too. But so I just want to tell you don't have to be afraid of it, because I mean, like I said, we're human and you're human. I'm 58, I'll be 59 soon, and I'm young and I'm loving life, and it's fun. And once you take the step, because I'm struggling, and I'm still struggling, but hey, I know that I'm moving one step closer to not struggling. But if I wasn't doing it, then I'm still struggling and I'm nowhere. But I've taken the step. I invested in myself and in this training, and I am one step closer to making all of my dreams come true. But if you sit there and you don't do anything, and you second guess yourself, and you second guess Jesus and what he wants you to do, and you second guess what your purpose may be, I don't know what my gift is. I just know that I always wanted my own business. He showed me this. He told me to cast your net. And when he did, I said, okay. Just like Peter, he was tired. He'd been doing it all fishing, and he and the other disciples had been fishing all day. They were exhausted. They come up. They didn't have any fish to show for it. Jesus is on the shore, and he says, cast your net one more time, but on the other side. And Peter says, is that you, Jesus? I'm ad-libbing, okay? I'm ad-libbing, but that's okay. That's what us Texans do. We ad-lib. And Jesus said, yeah, it's me, Peter. Go ahead, cast your net out there. Have faith. Peter says, if it's you telling me that, Jesus, I'm going to do it. So he cast his net on the other side of the boat, and what happened? He pulled up so many fish that the net was almost breaking. Think of it. The net was almost breaking, and he was at his wits' end. He was tired at the end of the day. And here I am, and you are too. You've been struggling. You've been praying. And he's showing you, you found this live tonight. I mean, And I didn't even know I was going to do it. So if you found it and you're watching it, it's not an accident. You were supposed to see this. And I'm telling you that you've got to cast your net out there. You've got to take action. You got to invest in yourself and know you're worthy of more. You want more. Apparently you want more. You wouldn't be on the internet searching for a way to make more. And you wouldn't be praying about how to make more. So in order to make it, you gotta take the steps. You can't just sit home and watch TV and expect that it's going to happen. But guess what? You can't sit home, do this video. I mean, I got my dogs over here to the right. They're sleeping right now, thank goodness. But I get up from here, I go make me some tea and watch TV, and my day's done. I've done what I was supposed to do. So you keep taking the steps, you keep being consistent, you cast your net out there. Come on, y'all. You can do it. I know you can. And I'm rooting for you, and I'll be here, and I'll pray for you, and I'll help you. So if you want to know more, I've got a spiritual guide for you. I call it the Guide Her. And the Guide Her is something that I learned how to make through this training and everything. And I learned how to make, and I implement. Jesus gave me the inspiration for this Guide Her, and it's a spiritual inspiration thing. And if you want it, I'm going to give it to you free. And it's got some good biblical inspiration in there that will help you discern where you're at. Because maybe you're still going, Jenifer, I don't know. I hope you're not. I hope you're not, because you're missing out. And you don't want to miss out. You don't want to be sitting here a year from now saying, man, I remember Jenifer out there, a year ago, and she was brand new. She had just made her 3rd live video and everything. And I subscribed to her YouTube channel, and I just kept watching how things are changing for her, because I've only been doing it 3 months. Come June 18th, March 18th, I started putting out videos. And June 18th will be the 3 months for my YouTube channel. And I've already grown leaps and bounds. Now, whether I look like I did or not, that's a different story. But in myself and in my confidence and in what I'm aspiring to get to and everything, I have changed leaps and bounds. And if you want that feeling, because you don't want that angst anymore, that struggle feeling, and that where you're crying. I mean, I was crying here and there, I was like, golly, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I really need this second income. And you don't want that anymore. Well, you got to take the steps. And when you do, it's like a weight gets lifted off of you, and you go, I know that I'm taking the steps to make it happen. It may not have happened just yet, because just like anything, it takes consistency and it takes repetition and all. But when it does happen, it's like a snowball, and it just rolls and rolls and rolls and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And when just that little roll starts, it's magnificent, and it's so freeing and so liberating. And I know it's going to happen for me, and it'll happen for you too. But the only way it can happen is if you take that step. And I'm going to be with you. You take the step. I mean, wouldn't you want me in your corner? Because I got Jesus in my corner. And me and Jesus is going to be in your corner. And I'm going to be there helping you. And I'm going to show you the ways to not make the same mistakes I did already. I mean, I've learned so much being 58 and never doing this before, that I can keep you from making some big old mistakes and having to start over. I'm going to help you not make those same mistakes I did. And you're going to get there quicker, especially if you got any kind of social media influence out there. And if you don't, you're going to be like me. But I'm only 5 seconds ahead of you. I'm not years ahead of you. I'm 5 seconds ahead of you. So let's start now. And I'm going to help you. And thank you for coming and thank you for watching. And I'm glad you're here. And I'll be here for you and I'll be praying for you. And I hope to see you again. And next time, make sure you chat with me and I'll answer your questions. And we'll have a grand old time doing these lives. And I'll talk to you soon. And thank you so much for being here one more time. And Jesus is here for us. And we're going to go and we're going to make it happen. And you can do it. Thank you so much and have a great evening. And I'm glad that I got to talk to you this evening and everything's going to be great. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.